You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans. We've got Brooke dumped by her destiny dude, and before long, she's going to need a new man. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about who might be Brooke's rebound romance now that Ridge chose Taylor over her. But first, reach down and hit that subscribe button if you're not following us. All right, so we just saw Brooke pleading with Ridge, the man of her dreams and her destiny, to come back to her now that he and the Forrester family are back in control at FC. But Ridge cannot forgive or forget the fact that Brooke took the position of CEO at the family company, no matter what her intentions were. She told Ridge, Brooke swore to Ridge, that she only took that position to convince Carter and Hope to return the company to Ridge and Eric. But there's no proof of that. And in the end, Ridge thinks he's the one that convinced Carter to give back the company. I personally think Brooke totally paved the way by guilting Carter all the time. But in the end, it hadn't done her any good. Taking the CEO job backfired on Brooke, and what's done is done. Ridge has firmly rejected Brooke and told her he is now committed to Taylor. And that's despite Brooke telling him point blank that she is the love of his life and he needs to come home. I'm always amazed the way that she just tells Ridge, this is what you're feeling, this is what's in your head, and this is what you're going to do now, as if she knows for certain and he doesn't know his own mind. But to be fair, he is a waffle boy, so maybe she does know better. But for now, Brooke is heartbroken, but we also know she's not going to stay lonely for too long. Once she has a screaming and nearly slaptastic confrontation with Hope this week, where Brooke slings some blame for the breakup on her daughter Hope, she's going to have a breakdown. But eventually, Brooke will dry her tears and figure out what to do about her romantic life that's been blown to bits by the coup and the fallout. So first of all, the initial target of Brooke's plan for new romance may actually be her old romance, Ridge. It's hard to think that Brooke is going to just walk away and give up on Ridge that fast. In fact, Brooke may continue to be a problem for Ridge and Taylor's relationship, at least for a while. But eventually, if Ridge doesn't give in, and if he does stick with Taylor, Brooke may have to accept, okay, we finally are over, at least for the foreseeable future. That means she will need a rebound romance to get over Ridge. So now let's think about what other guys could be in the mix. So number 2, this is a guy that a lot of fans would love to see Brooke get back with. That's Dollar Bill Spencer. You know, Ridge isn't Brooke's only epic love on Bold and the Beautiful. Back in the day, she and Bill were crazy about each other. Brooke even called Bill the love of her life at one point, despite what she said to Ridge this week. Bill has said the same thing about Brooke. And we know Bill and Brooke have a messy, messy history that even had him dumping her at the altar because of Ridge. But if Brooke tells Bill she is truly done with Ridge once and for all, that could be a whole game changer. Because it wasn't too terribly long ago that Bill tried to get Brooke back, but she said Ridge was her destiny. But now, with Ridge's destiny in Taylor's hands these days, maybe Brooke will take another ride on the Spencer stallion. I mean, Bill's single, and I personally would love to see those two back together. So number 3, this third option is somebody who's a married man, but he's always had a huge soft spot where Brooke is concerned. And this is somebody that Hope Logan would love to see her mom get back with, her father, Deacon Sharpe. And yeah, he's married to Sheila Carter right now, but it feels like they're about to hit a rough patch. You know, there's a chance Deacon and Sheila could call it quits because her murderous granddaughter Luna has fallen into their lives. And Deacon hates her, so this is not good. And it wasn't awfully long ago that Brooke connected with Deacon. She even kissed him. That was a few years back. That was when Brooke had accidentally gotten drunk because Sheila had swapped out non-alcoholic champagne for the real deal. But in the end, Brooke may have lingering feelings for Deacon. Plus, they share their daughter Hope. And back in 2022, when Ridge was with Taylor at that point and planning to get married, we saw Deacon ask Brooke to marry him. Hope had prodded him to propose, if you don't remember. And at the time, Brooke just couldn't do it because her heart still belonged to Ridge. But now could be the perfect moment for Deacon and Brooke Brooke to give it another go. Ridge is with Taylor again, and Deacon's marriage to Sheila is going to hit a rough patch pretty soon because her granddaughter Luna killed his two friends, and now Sheila wants her in their home. That's going to be a problem for Deacon. So he may get a chance to get Brooke, the woman he's always wanted. Number 4. So this fourth option, Bold and the Beautiful could try, is to bring back one of Brooke's past loves from her past, one of her big loves. Now, she has had plenty of men over the years. One blast from the past we probably won't see her with is her ex-husband, Ridge Forrester. Brooke probably wouldn't try with him since he's married to her sister, Donna, who would never forgive Brooke if she tried to steal her honey bear. But instead, B&B could bring back another ex of Brooke's, another Forrester, Thorne Forrester. Brooke was married to Ridge's half-brother Thorne back in the day, but they didn't last because Brooke just couldn't leave Ridge alone. But Thorne could come back with a recast, and he could be the one to console her. I mean, his brother coming back would certainly rattle Ridge, who may not like seeing his Logan with his brother Thorne, or anybody else for that matter. All right, a fifth possibility for Brooke's big romantic rebound is Ridge's other half-brother, Nick Maroney. He and Brooke dated for a while. If you don't remember, that's terribly hunky actor Jack Wagner. And then he got married to her, but it only lasted a few weeks in the end because Nick had a drunken one-night stand with Brooke's daughter Bridget, but also complications with Ridge were in that mix as well. It's been so many years now that if Nick up and resurfaced, he and Brooke might actually enjoy another chance to get together and do it upright. And again, I would expect Ridge to flip out if he saw Brooke with one of his brothers, and that could then cause problems with Ridge and Taylor. I fully expect Brooke to moon around and be teary and sad for a while longer about Ridge, and maybe even come back over to the mansion and make a play for him one more time before Brooke finally gives up and moves on past Ridge, who seems to have settled with Taylor this time. In the end, eventually, and this is, long-term stuff, I do fully expect Brooke to wind up back with Waffle Boy Ridge, but that's eventual. That's not for now. I think in the meantime, it'd be great to see things change up a bit with Brooke and we get a new romance, not the same old tired triangle. Let Taylor have Ridge for a while and Brooke can go find a new chance at love. The writers could actually, write something fresh. That'd be crazy, right? But maybe a new man or a new shot with a former love is what Brooke needs. I think it's definitely what the viewers need.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.